This is the July 2024 Premodern Challenge. Going first. Let's see. My opponent is on mono blue control. Do I want to keep? This is kind of hard. I can sneak the survival under. No, I don't want to keep hand. I don't want to keep a hand with just one land in it. This I can keep. I'm gonna throw back braids because it's gonna be pretty hard to cast. Opponent went to 6 also, which is super helpful. Yeah, that was a worthwhile mulligan. Plus these decks play Force Spike, so my survival might not have even resolved. Yeah. Another wall, another counter. Knowing that I have to click it twice every time. Ooh, that's not cool. Yeah, I'm really in for it. I need to just go for something. I mean, yeah, the opponent might get me with Tide here, but I need to take action or I'm just gonna get torn apart. Alright, well, I succeed in drawing out a Mana Leak. Can't complain about that. Let's play the Elder so I can hopefully keep hitting my land drops here. Really use some black also. I really hope they don't stifle it. No, these decks do play stifle. Yeah, this is not moving in a good direction. Really hope for a black mana so I could hit the stifle that I presume is present. But, I mean, if we get through the game quick, that'll at least be useful in its own right. Gonna attack, and I hope they block. Nope, no such luck. Fact or fiction? Oh, man, that is brutal. Let's split up like this. Put the two powerful cards in the together, the two less powerful cards along with the land in the bigger pile. Yep. Gotta write these down in paper because they don't show them as revealed. Kagan Impulse. Another miss. Not super thrilled about that. Let's attack. Nothing done. I've had good results against this sort of deck with regular rock. This might be it might be harder with the survival build. I'm not sure. I mean, it feels like it's more difficult, but I haven't had that many games. Oh, there it is. As expected. I mean, I'll do what I can. You never know when you might be able to make a surprise comeback. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to concede. I know it's not going to happen there. Fact or fiction was not part of the possible way forward. So, yeah, I mean, at least it was done fast. Probably not going to time out. Like, yeah, I'm slightly ahead of the opponent, but that's just because I didn't do anything. Like in a game where I actually do stuff, it's not gonna go down that way. So let's put in Genesis. Get that long-term value. Let's get rid of Shredder. Let's get rid of Wretch. Let's put in 2 Naturalize. That sounds correct. Do I want Braids? I feel like it could be quite useful. Muse is obviously good. Vigilante I clearly want. Hermit, I could go down to 1 Hermit. The opponent has Stifle, which just answers it for a single mana. In fact, I could, I don't know, I'll take out 1 for a Naturalize. And then I'll take out the other for another Naturalize. And then I'll take out, I mean, Recurring Nightmare is looking less and less useful. Plus, with access to Genesis, if I do have a surplus of mana, I can just get to it that way. But Tempting Worm seems like a card I might want multiples of. Just reviewing everything, I see no obvious flaws in my sideboard plan. I'm going to hit submit. Okay, here we go. That's a keeper. No survival, but it has a lot of stuff that I definitely want. Huh. Interesting. That didn't seem appropriate. There's no way they don't have a second chain. That is definitely a 2 chains in the hand move. But yeah, I mean, it didn't really do much to set me back, as we can see. Standstill, maybe? Nope, just passing. I go for the duress. I bet they have mana leak. Yep. I like impulse. Counterspell, standstill. Standstill does seem like something I want to get rid of. So I'm going to do just that right now. I feel like they should have just played it, honestly. And now I'm going to ram something into a mana leak. I think I'm going to go with Vigilante, because I have a Naturalize. So I'm not losing a capability here. interesting. 1, 2, 3. Alder. And done. We're going to get an impulse. Probably just searching for a second blue, I would think. Ending the turn. Sack the Elder. I want double swamp. Okay. What do I want to do here? This is a little tricky. If I Tempting Worm, they can put in Parallax Tide, and then they can counterspell my Naturalize. So if they have something, it's not a good place for me to be. I am going to... I'm going to run out the Spectre. That's going to hit a counterspell, I expect. Yeah, there it is. Yup. And now I could play Tempting Worm. The opponent puts in Tide. Then during their upkeep, I go for a Naturalize. I'm not going to, though. I'm just going to play Bird. I don't need to act desperate here. Not yet, at least. Okay, I'm just going to end. I don't want to be without a creature if I draw Survival. Impulse, really glad it wasn't Fact or Fiction. If they have Fact or Fiction, like, to fill in every opening I give them, it's pretty hard to win. Factory. Right, we got Tide. How is this going to be used? Okay. Get rid of it so they can't do it twice. And I'm still going to have plenty of mana. But yeah, that's, I mean, that was pretty damaging though. I really need my discard to arrive in more force, I think. Quicksand, great, a total miss. Yeah, and it needs to show up at the right time too. I mean, if that duress was there the previous turn, it'd be very different. Okay, Conclave, that's fine. Take the 2. Oh, that was a good draw. Hopefully I can have a profitable exchange of creatures here. -1, -2. Okay, they're going to block, they're going to pump. Do I just hit it now? Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. I'm going to try to pump it to 4. Use the quicksand after blockers. I mean, I guess after combat, but while still in... Well, after damage, but while still in combat, I should say. So I'm going to go for the naturalize right now. And then they're going to trade a factory and a quicksand for the worm. Yeah, I think I timed that right. It wouldn't have made sense to let them block first. Alright, so that was good worm value. Would have rather kept it, of course, but... You know, gotta take what I can get. The opponent has no hand, which I'm pretty happy about. I can cast anything that I draw. Actually, I'm not even going to play that. I might get survival. Another land for the opponent. Got my openings here. I really need to make it happen. But the action cards just aren't arriving. Oh, come on. Alright. Play a bird. And end the turn. Tempting worm. That is what I need. Yeah, I could keep my stops up to bluff naturalize, but conserving my time is much more in my interest. Hopefully the opponent's just drawing a bunch of standstills. Huh. Alright. Well, this is an easy split. Get 3 of the basic islands, or you can have your second quicksand. Man, I would have much preferred that they draw those one at a time. That was a very useful factor fiction. Don't be fooled by its awful flips. Absolutely would have lost if they didn't have that. Let's see what sort of follow-up we've got. Taking their chances here, huh? Alright, that's fine. I can do that. I mean, I've got 3 birds of paradise, which I can block the conclave. If they want to do some kind of crazy trade the worm for conclave into quicksand, then I'm cool with that too. All right. Yep, that's fine. My question here is, do I break it right away? I do have therapy, which is awesome. Or do I wait until I have more stuff to do? I think I'm going to wait for more stuff. Second therapy. Yeah, we're getting there. I'm going to wait a little longer, though. I am in an increasingly good position to break that. Korean Ranger. Not quite what I'm looking for. Give it a little more time. Braids. Is that good enough? I mean, it's not ideal, but I think it's time. Plus, I can't afford to sit around thinking about it all day. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to name Counterspell if this resolves. Okay. I'll try another one. Mana leak. Okay. That I think I'm going to pay for. I'm going to name Parallax Tide. There we are. Alright, that's a hit. Good. I'm going to follow that up with Korean Ranger. You can mana leak that if they want. I've chosen not to. Yeah, I'm going to put a counter on this. I'm going to hit the opponent. I'm going to name Impulse. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I do want to get rid of that mana leak, I guess. Do I get rid of it via Wall of Root? Wall of Blossoms, maybe? Yeah, I'll go for the Wall of Blossoms. They can leak it. That's okay. That's a no. I'm going to end the turn. All they've got is a spike. Okay, that was a draw. Green, green, untap. Replay. Survival. Counterspell. Lucky draw. 2, 3, 4. Oh. Yeah, I'll go for braids here. And then I'll end the turn. Oh, it's on a 3-turn clock. Right, this time I sack a bird. The opponent's probably playing powder keg. They think one of them would have shown up by now. Attack with both. Impulse. Okay, they're just taking the damage. End the turn. Fact or fiction. Right. So those two go in separate piles. Tied, and I mean the opponent needs the impulse or they're gonna die. So I'm just gonna give them impulse or nothing. I mean, unless the top card of their deck is Mishra's Factory or something, like, gotta take the impulse. Second land, no. Okay, so they took their good stuff here, unfortunately. I've got Stifle to go with this. Bounce that one. And then the last one goes. Alright. Going to attack. Opponent goes to 2. Play bird. Okay. I am going to try to get my lands back. No such luck. Alright. Done. Dominate? Come on. Alright. Well, I don't want to target itself. I want to leave it tapped. Not that it matters. Okay. Bounce my Thin. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have bounced that, huh? Oh no, I'm just... The time pressure is really steep. Okay. Just play to be done. Yeah, that could actually be a significant mistake. I should have slowed down a little bit and thought about it more. Okay, there go my lands. There's a Conclave. We got a Standstill. Not super happy about that. Right, survival. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I am going for survival. I am discarding Graveborn Muse. I'm gonna go get probably just Squee. Yeah. Alright. Done. Fiction again. Hibernation. Oof. Alright. Well, I mean, man. I can't give them the Tide and the Chain together. I don't have any mana. Oh, what a huge pain. I'll split it like this. Yeah, this is pretty bad. It's not looking good for me here. Hibernation. Yeah, I feel like I should have given them the Chain in the Hibernation, maybe? That'd be so damaging, though. Yeah, I've got to take the, I'm gonna take the Tempting Worm, I think. Don't have to draw a land right away. Of course, if I win this game, I have to win a whole other game after, so the clock is ticking. And, come on. Nope, that's a miss. Yeah, I'm just dead then to the fairies. Alright. Well, that was a great match. Opponent is almost going to deck, but they won't. I am guaranteed to die. Just 2 attacks. That's it. Alright, cool. Good stuff.